A long time ago, in a quiet fishing village by the sea, there lived a kind and humble young fisherman named Urashima Taro. He spent his days fishing along the shore, providing for his aging parents, and enjoying the peaceful beauty of the ocean. Though he had no riches, he was well loved by the villagers for his gentle heart and generosity. One warm afternoon, as Urashima Taro walked along the sandy beach, he noticed a group of children gathered around something. As he got closer, he saw that they were tormenting a small turtle, flipping it over and poking at its shell with sticks. "Stop that!" Urashima called out. "Turtles are peaceful creatures. How would you feel if someone did this to you?" The children hesitated but laughed. "It's just a turtle. What does it matter?" "It matters because every life is precious," Urashima said firmly. He reached into his pouch and pulled out a handful of small coins. "Here, take these and buy some sweets instead. But leave the turtle alone." The children, delighted by the unexpected gift, dropped the turtle and ran off to the village, giggling. Urashima knelt and gently lifted the creature in his hands. "You're safe now," he whispered, walking toward the sea. He waded into the cool water and released the turtle back into the ocean, watching as it swam away, disappearing beneath the waves. Satisfied, Urashima turned to head back home, but before he could take a step, the water before him began to churn and glow. A much larger turtle surfaced, its shell glistening like polished jade. To Urashima's shock, the turtle spoke in a deep, wise voice. "Urashima Taro, kind fisherman, you have saved one of my children. In return, I wish to grant you a great honor. Come with me to Ryugujo, the palace of the Dragon King beneath the sea." Urashima, though astonished, felt no fear. Something about the turtle's voice filled him with calm and wonder. "The palace of the Dragon King, beneath the ocean?" he asked. "Yes," the turtle replied. "A place of beauty beyond your imagination. Climb upon my back, and I will take you there." Curiosity and excitement swelled in Urashima's heart. With a deep breath, he stepped forward and carefully climbed onto the turtle's broad shell. The moment Urashima settled, the turtle dove into the sea, cutting through the crystal-clear water like a swift arrow. To his amazement, he did not need to hold his breath. He could breathe underwater as easily as he could on land. As they traveled deeper, the sunlight faded, but the world around him glowed with an otherworldly radiance. Schools of colorful fish swirled around him, their scales shimmering like jewels. Strange and beautiful creatures he had never seen before darted past, glowing jellyfish, translucent seahorses, and elegant sea dragons. The deeper they went, the more breathtaking the scenery became. Then in the distance, he saw it. Ryugujo, the palace of the Dragon King. It was more magnificent than anything he had ever imagined. The palace walls were made of pure coral, its towers shimmering with pearls, emeralds, and sapphires. The great gates, adorned with golden seashells, opened as they approached, and inside, the beauty only increased. The halls were lined with crystal pillars, and the ceilings sparkled like the night sky, filled with glowing pearls. Waiting for him at the entrance was a stunning woman, her long, flowing robes moving like waves. She was the Princess Otoheim, daughter of the Dragon King. "Welcome, Urashima Taro," she said with a smile that warmed his heart. "We have been expecting you." Days turned into weeks, and Urashima forgot all his worries. Every day, he was treated to sumptuous feasts of foods he had never tasted before. Sweet sea grapes, golden fish that melted in his mouth, and the richest sake poured from crystal goblets. He watched dancers perform mesmerizing underwater ballets, saw giant whales sing songs that echoed through the halls, and was entertained by jesters made of coral and pearls. Most of all, he was enchanted by Princess Otoheim. She was unlike any woman he had ever known, graceful, wise, and mysterious. The way she spoke, the way she laughed, and the way she moved made Urashima feel as if he were in a dream. "You could stay here forever," she whispered one evening as they watched bioluminescent fish paint the water with their light. For a moment he considered it, but then a shadow crossed his mind. His parents, his village. How long had he been gone? I must return," he said reluctantly. The princess's smile faltered, but she nodded. I understand. But before you go, take this." She handed him a beautiful jeweled box, the tamatbako. "This is a parting gift, but you must promise me one thing. Never open it." Urashima promised, though he did not understand why. He embraced the princess one last time before climbing onto the turtle's back. As he emerged from the sea and stepped onto the shore, something felt off. The air smelled different. The houses were not as he remembered. Confused, he walked into the village, but the faces were strangers. "Excuse me," he called to an old man passing by. "Where is my family? Where are my friends?" The old man squinted at him. "Urashima Taro. I recall my grandfather telling a story of a fisherman by that name, but that was over 300 years ago." Urashima's heart stopped. His parents were long dead. His home was gone. Everything he had known was nothing more than a memory. Overcome with despair, he remembered the tamatbako. Perhaps this will bring me back." Ignoring Princess Otoheim's warning, he slowly opened the box. The moment the lid lifted, a thick white mist poured out, wrapping around his body like a ghostly shroud. He gasped as pain shot through his limbs. His hair turned white, his back hunched, his skin withered. His youthful body aged 300 years in an instant. He collapsed onto the ground, his hands trembling like brittle leaves. As the mist faded into the wind, he heard the voice of Princess Otoheim whispering, soft and sorrowful, "I warned you never to open the box, for inside was your lost time." Urashima Taro tried to cry out, but his voice failed him. His vision blurred, his body weakened, and soon he was nothing more than dust on the wind, carried away like a forgotten whisper of the past. Some gifts are never meant to be opened, and time, once lost, can never be reclaimed. I hope you enjoy this short story. Subscribe for more.